All right, this is my Minneapolis moline UBUD, and that's my Oliver over there. Now these two, either or, I'm gonna restore next. I'm not sure if I'm gonna restore the Minneapolis moline next or the Oliver. I am picking up a tractor this spring. It's a 1950 McCormick Deering WD6. I'll show a picture on the screen so you can see it. But it needs a new motor. There's no motor in it, and but anyhow, all three of those tractors are something, are my next restoration project. But I'm thinking this is going to be the one I'm pulling in to the shop next. Now, I have a few questions I still haven't figured out, but I'm pretty sure I got them down. It's pretty hard to see the serial number or the data tag. It's pretty corroded over and got a bunch of grease on it. But the data tag says it's a moline U, but I believe the serial number says it's a 1955. Now, they didn't make U's in 55. I believe what moline did was, for example, you'd have a UTU or a UB or a UBU or a whatever, and they'd all be labeled under a U on the data tag. So again, that's why I'm thinking it's U. If you know why my data tag says U and this is not a U, because I can't figure it out. I mean, the seat bracket is a UB, and it's just got a bunch of UB parts on it. So, but I'm pretty sure I got it figured out. If you know the reason, tell me in the comments, because I haven't figured that out. But I'll break it down for you. A UBUD is what I'm almost certain this thing is. So UB is kind of the newer model of the U, and a UBU is the newer model with a narrow front, and a UBUD is a new model narrow front diesel motor. And this is my first diesel tractor I've ever owned. Actually, diesel in general. I've never had a diesel truck or anything, but you know, you'd think it'd be probably the simplest diesel they've ever made. But I'm thinking otherwise. Like, if you just take a look here, you have hoses and linkage and all sorts of nonsense all over the place. And yeah, for a guy that's just been restoring gas tractors, this is probably going to be a big challenge for me. But yeah, it's also missing a bunch of parts. I only paid $250 for the tractor, and a lot of people have asked me, hey, why would you restore this? Why wouldn't you use it as a parts tractor? Why'd you buy it in general? Now, when it comes to Alaska, tractors are so hard to find because there's no farms up here. I mean, you just have to take what you can get. There's not really such thing as a parts tractor unless you need major parts for another tractor. But yeah, in Alaska, you just have to, I mean, even something like this is hard to find. I've called around trying to find other UBs up here, and so far I've only been able to find two confirmed ones or locations for two tractors. But yeah, when I first got it, you know, typical motor was locked up, but I managed to free it. It's got a big old nut right there with little grooves cut into it for crank starting, which I don't know why you would ever crank start this thing, especially it being a diesel. It's different for most diesel tractors. This one does not start on gas and switch to diesel. It starts on diesel, so it's super, I'm assuming it's super hard to start even in the summer up here. It's not quite an Alaskan tractor because of how cold it gets here. But again, this is probably what I'm going to be restoring next. My next option is this old tractor here. Now, first glance, doesn't look like much. It's got flat tire there. It's missing those little side panels on each side and the front grille. But other than that, it has pretty much everything. I mean, restoration for this is going to be super easy once I do it, because it's pretty much just all there. It does have the muffler on it, which you wouldn't normally see on a tractor like this. And the reason for that is normally on these Olivers, there's a muffler underneath the hood with a straight pipe sticking out. Well, that must have got eroded and had exhaust leaks or something. Somebody just cut it out and re-welded a bunch of pipe to make it work, and that's why it's all crooked. They didn't do a good job at it, so I'm just gonna have to cut all that out and stick a muffler in there. But again, it's pretty much all there. I'm pretty happy about this one. I'm excited for it. I paid $750 for it. And yeah, again, it runs and drives, but the starter went out, so I pulled the starter and I haven't driven it since. And you can't really drive it that much on a flat tire, so I only drove it a total of 15 feet. Here's the data tag right here. Oliver 77 338661, and then it has a 07D at the end, but they're out of place. But again, I'm pretty sure this is a 1951. So yeah, I had to put a new coil on it and whatnot. So these are two tractors, or again, that McCormick Deering WD6, which is my third option, but I'm really thinking that tractor right there. I do have an Allis-Chalmers C, that's a 1941 model, and a sickle mower with it, but that's mainly my work tractor. I also have a McCormick Deering W4. Now, that was my first tractor. I've already made a video on it, and I fully restored that one, and it's just parked off back there until summer. And I've been using it as a work tractor, plowing fields and running a grain drill. This is a 3-bottom plow. I bought it to run with one of these tractors because these tractors are rated to pull easily a 3-bottom. I don't know what brand this one is. I can't find any casting codes on it. It's painted red, but I've been told it was a John Deere plow, and that is all I know about that. So if you guys can tell me, and you guys can't even see anything about it, but it's got spoked wheels on that side, spoked wheels on the other side. It has little like bars going across the wheel to get grip. I'd show you my McCormick Deering grain drill, but it's parked way out in the field and inaccessible at the moment. I could show you a picture. Actually, I'll do that right now. McCormick Deering grain drill with my W4 pulling it. But yeah, I have one more question, and I'll call it at that. I've been told that this is a hand clutch. Now, I've always wanted a tractor with a hand clutch, so I got super excited. I had somebody pulling the tractor while it was in gear, and I slid this thing back, which it runs to this housing right here, and it didn't do anything. Tires were still locked up and whatnot. So if it is a hand clutch, it doesn't work, which I'll have to figure that out, but it'd be super nice if you guys knew if that was a hand clutch, because if I have a hand clutch, that'd be super sweet. That's one of the reasons I want to buy a John Deere, is so that I can actually have a hand clutch on my tractor. But yeah, so if I do restore this, I'm going to do a full motor rebuild, sand everything down, which this isn't the original paint, The original paint's back here, but just like my i4, they painted it for protection and didn't really care about what they're painting. You can see that there's that, what is it called? Prairie gold mixed with that yellow on these fuel filters. But, yeah, so here it is. Here's that one. And, you guys tell me in the comments, what do you think?